busting my balls, Billy, okay?
I can already tell that I don't like you.
Fuck you, bust on my balls.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
It might be your first ball job.
Yeah, of course.
How long did it take for the guy to come?
Ryan Andrews, what's up, buddy? You're on Bustin' Balls podcast. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Why are you whispering?
What episode is this?
This is episode 33.
Oh, okay. No, I was just reading.
Oh, yeah? What are you reading?
I'm reading that Good Omens book that was just made into Amazon series.
I don't even know what the fuck you just said. Neither do the listeners. What are you talking about?
Yeah. You never heard of Amazon Prime with that streaming service that they have shows on, just like Netflix and all the others?
Yeah.
Well, they have a new show called Good Omens, and it's based on a Neil Gaiman book.
Who the fuck is Neil Diamond?
I think it's Neil Gaiman or Gaiman. I don't know how to say his last name. He's just a writer. He wrote a bunch of kind of fiction fantasy stuff.
Oh, yeah?
About like the end of the world kind of Antichrist and good versus evil kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's the type of shit that'd dry up a pussy. You know what I'm saying? That fucking good versus evil. It's weird how some every once in a while I'll meet young girls that like that type of shit, where they're into that, you know? Where it's, I think the younger generation are into that, but I think when we were growing up, dude, I don't think women were into, young women were into fucking graphic novel type shit where it's like, no, this guy's a good guy and I don't think they were into that shit. Like now women are into fucking Marvel movies and shit. I've never seen no fucking young women into fucking Marvel and DC type stuff.
Well, when we were growing up, it was different because I collected comic books when I was growing up, and it started to get older. I used to be kind of even in high school, embarrassed to be seen or going into a comic book store thinking that people might look at me like I'm a weirdo or something.
Really?
And then, yeah. And
all over comic books, huh?
I was still collecting.
So you were collecting comic books, and then after that you started collecting guys' phone numbers to fuck or something like that? Because dude, comic books I always thought were gay as fuck, man. I know people are into it now, and it doesn't sound
exactly. That's what you're saying because you're from that generation. And then as I got older, I was still collecting here and there throughout into the.
Look, he's got a Thor comic book. Let's beat him up. You know what I'm saying? That's where I come from. The generation. I don't know. My cousins.
That's what I'm telling you, stupid.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I agree.
You have to hide from it, but yeah, I mean, I off and on still collect comic books here or there, but I don't collect comic books anymore. I just read graphic novels.
I mean, in theory, comic books are cool. I mean, in theory, they're I guess they are cool. I mean, but to me, they've never been cool. I've never thought, because I don't read either. It's even a comic book, I'm like, that's too much reading.
Well, think of it this way: the same thing how they make adult animation now everywhere.
Yeah,
and they make adult, even a lot of adult scenes into cartoon movies.
Mm-hmm.
Is because they're playing to different generations now. They're not just playing the kids.
Oh, for real? Yeah, and that's clear.
The same way is going on with comic books and graphic novels.
Yeah,
there's adult ones. There's ones that are more geared to the older people.
Well, every fucking movie now every movie's now a fucking comic book movie. All the big movies. It's just enough already with you guys.
But that's why there's a lot more girls who would kind of be hush hush or didn't think they had anybody else that would think it's cool or be around them that are coming out. And
I'm such a chauvinist, dude, that even when I see superhero comic book girls, I still go, this is bullshit. I'm still a chauvinist like that. Where
you can't put
Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. For some reason, I still look at her like the regular guys would just bitch slap Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? She fucking. Yeah. First of all, the Wonder Woman when I was a kid, she was driving around that fucking clear fucking jet, right? An invisible jet, which is stupid as fuck. And right. She's sitting in an invisible jet. That's so dumb. It's
because you can see her.
Yeah, because you can see her. Yeah, that's what's stupid.
You know she's still coming.
Yeah, it's weird. Why is that housewife just sitting in the air like that, just going 200 miles an hour, sitting in the air? You're right. I never even thought about that. The jets of it. Were they trying to let you know that maybe she's invisible in it? Because then, I mean, that would have been hard to do. You just would have just seen a jet.
I think they're trying to let you know that she's stupid.
Yeah, I know.
She didn't figure it out. She thought, oh, this my ship is invisible, so I must be invisible.
Even that new superhero movie coming out with God, who is it? The chick from Game of Thrones.
Marvel?
No,
No.
there's Phoenix
Oh,
Rising or something like Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had Sansa in it. It has Sansa, right? Is that Sansa?
Yeah.
I'm already forgetting their
yeah.
names and shit already. 3 weeks out, I'm like, I forgot.
Because the ending is so bad, I just want to forget it.
You thought that ending was that bad, huh?
That whole last season was like Disney took the reins.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Dude, like when Jamie is hooking up with that tall lady, I'm like, come on.
Yeah,
dude,
when Jamie
what is
Lannister's fucking ugly bitches and stuff like that,
Yeah,
lesbian
they're trying
ugly
to play-
bitches. Come on, dude.
Trying to play into the nice of the. That's not what the series
Dude,
is.
Jamie
It was all
Lannister,
nice.
he only fucking slays good puss. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, Cersei was a little hot piece of ass in her day. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
So and that's his sister, of course, but I mean,
Who are you talking about?
Jamie Lannister.
Oh, Cersei.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
dude, Cersei
That's
was a
true.
hot piece of ass in her day. Could you imagine
When
Cersei Lannister when she was
had
like
long
19?
hair.
Woo, boy.
When she had long hair the first couple of seasons.
Hey, dude.
I thought she was looking nice.
Did you ever watch the end of Chernobyl? I just watched the final episode this morning.
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Yeah, so
Crazy, right?
dude, Chernobyl was only 5 episodes on HBO, but it was pretty good, right?
A little bit
That's a
longer,
good
too.
that's
I
a
liked
good
it.
story, man, right?
It's a good story. You know, what gets you wondering. I wonder if there's like any like people out here like, or even like ISIS or terrorism or anything, would be like, oh, maybe we should just be shooting at these nuclear plants, just exploding
Oh,
them.
well, it's definitely on their fucking it's not nothing new. I don't think
Look how much that destroys everybody. But that's the same thing. That's the same idea as nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Basically,
yeah.
I guess, right? Because
Yeah.
you just shoot that and then it releases all that shit.
Well,
It's just crazy how they're showing the radiation is still
oh
there.
my god, dude. And what was crazy is how it showed how incompetent they were and how the leadership, how bullheaded they were and just assholes.
How dumb
and
was that safety guy? Like in that,
dude, they're just give me the answers I want to hear and don't tell me the answers that are if it's true and negative, I don't want to hear about it. Give me the answer I want to hear. Do what I'm saying, even if you know better not to do that. How they cut corners on all the equipment and stuff like
Right.
that of how, like, because it's cheaper and how it
But-
fucked them and stuff. Boy.
But even the guy who was trying to run the last safety test, it's like, what are you doing? Like, you're trying to speed through this so you can get home and go to sleep?
Just get it done to please his
Like,
fucking subordinates, dude.
dude.
That's all they're doing is just they're just yes men
he's-
that are just trying to speed through a safety checklist and
Well, he's
and-
been there 15 years. How can he not understand that?
But
this could be dangerous
well, he's a
and
fucking
everybody else
idiot.
is
Who
doing it?
knows? I mean, another thing that it was showing that some of these people that were getting promoted for some of these jobs, they weren't qualified for it. They just were
Well,
being
yeah,
good
but-
countrymen and stuff like that. And then they're getting promotions
that
for
one
that.
kid was like a captain. He was 25 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, but they knew better. Even the under people knew better. How he said he's been here for 5 years or something like that, or whatever the words were, and the
Probably 'cause
dialogue.
No one wants that job.
Dude, it's crazy that really happened, and that all those people died. And dude, you see
And
how
what was
Russia?
even crazier is that they said only 31 people.
Yeah,
died.
at the end they said only
What the
31 people
fuck?
died, and they
Give
said
me a
what
break.
didn't they say? What was it? They said it could
be
be
up to like 95,000 or something.
yeah, up to 95,000. That's crazy. These
Something
poor
like that,
people.
yeah.
These poor people, dude. Those firemen, the first responders and shit. The people that dug. Dude, they said the people that dug
Yeah.
under that earth for it. The miners that they said over 100 of them out of like what was there like 400? And out of 100 of them, they all died by 40. And
Yeah,
dude, not
it's
and it's
probably because they got also that black lung too from the being
Dude.
gold miners.
and dude,
Right.
and
Mix
these
it all
people that are
together.
dying young, it's not like they're dying from like fucking jamming out the AC/DC, sniffing coke and shit like that, and fucking drinking a
right?
case of Coors. I mean, these guys are fucking. They're done. They're done, dude. What an awful way. What an awful
Well,
way.
like were you describing you hanging out with your uncle? That's the kind of partying you used to do.
Oh, dude, that's how I used to party, dude. Put on a little.
That's how everybody used to party.
Dude,
man.
look, man, it was
Those are the times.
putting a little Ozzy on, or putting some hip hop on. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to either some Jay-Z or whatever. I mean, it just
Yeah.
depends what era of Eric
Just
Pennell
the-
you were talking
and
to,
everything,
man.
everything was like, I don't know, like it's all promoted that way. But music videos are the same. Even when they did rap videos,
Dude.
same shit, throwing around money, chicks around.
I used to fucking blast my fucking music and getting fucked up to it. You ever do that where you just like fucking blast your radio and just fucking get fucking drunk and high and shit like that? That used to be my
I mean,
steezy.
turn it turn it up higher.
Dude, I've gotten the
drink
cops
more?
pulled on. Yeah, dude, me and my buddies used to get the cops. I remember a couple times we got the cops called on us, and the cops are knocking on the door, and we just ignore them. We turn the radio, like as soon as we hear them knocking, we just turn the radio off, and then we just sit in there and don't move. And then they eventually go away. Yeah, it worked. It worked twice. I think it worked twice that we did that, where they just show up. I'm sorry. You know what? I think they just got shit to do. They just go, hey, we got better shit to do.
Yeah, some call came up.
It's a noise complaint. Like, anyways, like if people are calling on your music and shit, it's just a noise complaint, and you don't need to talk to me, dude. I'll turn down the music. I see you out there, bud. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Would you turn down the music then?
Yeah, we turned down the music.
Okay.
And we just sat in there like fucking rats. You know what I'm saying? Just like fucking quiet in the cupboard, you know? Like, it's just fucking just... But that's what we did, man. We used to fucking, you know... I did. I do miss drinking. I was thinking about it like the last couple days. I miss drinking.
Well, it's still out there. You can pick one up right now. If you
I
want.
know, but like I get crazy hangovers now, dude, and it fucks with me and stuff. And I really fucking miss it.
It's weird to me. It's like out of all the vices you might have had in your life, it seems like drinking was the easiest for you to give up. Am I right?
Oh, it's always the easiest. Yeah, because I don't love it. I don't love it.
No,
like I don't know. I'm glad, because all the guys in my family are fucking alcoholics and shit. But I don't fucking love drinking. But every once in a while, I love drinking. You know, like I like a
nice buzz. I don't like to get like fucked up, but I like whenever I watch shows at night, I like to have a glass of wine or just something to mellow me out. Because I'm always like at nighttime, I'm always like when I'm awake the most and I can't like settle down.
Yeah.
So I kind of need like, yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Like I never smoked pot or anything.
I miss weed too now. I haven't been missing weed in a long time. And then I listened to a podcast. I think I listened to the Wiz Khalifa podcast with Joe Rogan. They're over there talking about weed and shit like that. And then I start missing weed for the first time in a while. But I can't. Yeah, I'm off it. I'm off it. I mean, who knows?
What do you think that now that it's going to be legal in January that
I think it's great.
Do you think the prices are going to change?
Probably going to go down. I would assume that
because they're going to be taxing it. That's the problem.
Yeah, but I think it's still going to be pretty inexpensive. I think it's still going to be like a $40 to $60 bag type of thing, depending on how much that's going to last you.
Doesn't that sound so expensive? How long does that usually last you?
It just depends.
Like
Some people.
$60 worth.
Oh, dude, like $60 worth. If you're using like a one hitter, that can last me a long time. So it just depends on the individual, dude. It depends on.
Right, but I mean, like, typically, would that get you like for a week, a month?
Yeah, dude, I remember, I had a friend that would be surprised how long, like a quarter bag of weed would last me, or an eighth of weed would last me, because I'm just using a one hitter. Yeah, it would last like a month. Or
so
last.
If you're doing a one hitter,
yeah, because you're just using a small amount. You're just using a small amount to get high,
right.
and that's it. And it's. But some people hate one hitters. It's funny when you talk to like weed smokers, dude. Because some people love bongs, some people hate bongs, some people love pipes, some people hate pipes, some people love joints, some people hate them. Fucking blunts. Like, it's weird how like weed smokers have preferences. Like how
and I don't know the difference. What's the difference? What's the one hitter difference?
It's just a lot of times the popular one, it looks like almost like a baseball bat or a cigarette. Sometimes they'll paint it to look like a cigarette, and you just put a little bit of weed at the tip of it, and so you're just talking like a small pinch of it, and you put it in there, and then you're just lighting it. You're just lighting it once, and then you get one hit off it, basically one hitter.
So it's basically, if you had a joint, would it be just like you taking in one puff?
Yeah, just like one puff, but a small puff.
Okay.
So if you do it that way, but some people don't like it. Some people don't like one hitters because they go, I'm not getting high off it. Like somebody that's taking bong rips, like water bong rips, and then they try to go to like a one hitter, they'll be like, man, this ain't doing it for me. And it's like, duh, because you're taking these giant ass rips off a bong, dude. I mean, of course.
I don't understand the bong hit. So what does that do? Just intensify it more? So it's just like.
Well, you're just taking in a larger fucking larger hit of weed, dude. Like, because it fills up in that fucking tube, depending on how big the bong is and stuff like that, and it's filling up your lungs a lot more. With a one hitter, you're only taking so much smoke into your lungs. So that's another thing.
There's never been anything come out where like someone's like, hey, you destroyed your lungs because you're doing bong hits the whole time. Like
It's got to do something,
kill
dude.
your
Because I
lungs.
remember I used to tell Russ all the time, Russ Williamson. I was always telling him because he would buy this 420 cleaner that clean his bongs and stuff like that, and it's this cleaner that cleans like weed glass and stuff like that, and you'd shake it around and it'd take off because bongs and pipes, they'll get like this corrosion of like sticky resin, like it's like a resin or something in there. I'm not sure what the real words are. If somebody's listening and they go, "It's this motherfucker," I'm like, I don't know the fucking words, but they get that in there. And I would always tell Russ every once in a while, I go, I'd always say it like, "Hey, dude, if that's what it looks like, what's our lungs look like?" And he'd go, he'd one ear out the other because people don't want to think about that, But it's true. It's like
Do you really think it's from like that? Like it's that's how like menthol cigarettes work. They say.
Yeah. There's something to it.
Like crystallize your lungs.
Well, another thing is with marijuana getting legalized, like, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. There could be experts out there saying that's not how it works, dude. But I'm pretty sure fucking big tobacco is going to get back into the marijuana game now. It's not just going to be tobacco. It's going to be marijuana now, and it might be different players, but it's going to be the same thing.
Are you saying like Camel's going to want a piece of the?
Yeah, those guys. I mean, they already have the infrastructure. They know how to. I mean, why would they not? Why would they not?
It's going to blow my mind. So, are you saying if it gets legalized, you have to go to these dispensaries?
Yeah.
You can't like go to a bar and get one or.
Well, I don't know, dude, because aren't they doing
right?
that thing where you can grow like 2 plants? I don't know if Illinois is doing that, where you can literally some places. I'm pretty sure you can grow 2 plants.
Can do that.
Well, it'd be nice if they could. I'd grow something in my backyard then. I'd be like, fuck it.
Would.
Well, because, dude, I'd rather do that. At least you know where it's coming from. I mean, at least you know some asshole's not. That's right.
Everyone grow it? It's so
That's
expensive.
right. That's right.
So
I mean, why would you not? Well, because when you grow it, it's not going to grow as powerful as like going to a dispensary where they got like experts fucking, But dude, I mean, if you could grow a couple plants, like 2 plants or something like that, like some places I think do. Well, then you're going to get people that are going to know how to grow better weed. Like, like people, you ever meet those motherfuckers that make their own beer? You ever meet those motherfuckers that are like, dude,
they're weird.
Yeah, weirdos.
They're weird. They usually have like gerbils in a cage somewhere.
I know, dude.
It's all dirty. Fucking beanbags.
Tarantulas. They got like a tarantula and a couple gerbils and shit like that, and different terraniums. Yeah. So those motherfuckers. So somebody's gonna if they do that, there's gonna be people that are gonna learn how to grow good weed. They're gonna know how they're gonna do that, like beer snobs and shit. It's just gonna be weed snobs.
It's true.
Maybe
also,
I don't know. I'm just fucking spitballing. I'm just thinking that's probably there's gonna be people out there that are gonna
think about what about all the pot dealers? They're gonna be all out of business.
Yeah, I just wonder if what it does to the black market. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
Who's gonna want to like have some? The only thing, and what if Grubhub is in the business? Then they just stop at your house if you're too lazy to go or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's
Like,
gonna. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Like, does it create a lot of independence? Does it? Are there only gonna be a couple? A handful of people that are dominating it and stuff like that, or what's going on? I don't know, man. I don't know. I never paid attention to, because we got all these other cities like Denver and stuff. Like, I don't ever pay attention to that shit. Like, I've always loved weed, but I'm not like a weed guy where I'm like, I'm not nerdy with weed. I just I like to get high when I was getting high, just to get silly and to have fun. That was it, just to laugh. I'm a laughy. Let me write some jokes. Get silly guy and relax. Like, it just makes me laugh at shit, and I love laughing. Like, that's my connection with weed. I'm not like a weed guy. I don't know what other people get off it. I mean, I'm sure that.
Well, I'm wondering is that so when I was in Amsterdam, I just went into a bar, and I basically asked the guy like, "Hey, can I get a joint?" And they sold me a joint right there.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's going to have that kind of. I think it's going to be you can only buy it from a dispensary.
Yeah.
At least in the early stages.
I would assume so.
I bet it's going to be like. I bet you're going to have to get a license, and it's going to be way thousands of dollars that no one would even try to touch it, at least for a while, right?
I'm just so glad that in our lifetime that weed is legal in all these states, and that it's changed. I can't believe that it's changed. Like the PR on weed is way different, because when we were younger, dude. People still clowned weed. Like people were always clowning weed. They were, you know, if you smoked weed a lot, you were a weed head and you're kind of this and stuff. And then there would be drunks. Like I've always had drunks in my family, and I've been around drunks that kind of like everybody's been around a drunk that kind of like kind of looks down on weed, where it's like you're a fucking drunk, you fucking what are you talking about weed? You know, I mean,
Eric, what you're talking about me, aren't you?
No. I'm just talking about like there have always been people that look down on fucking weed.
Yeah, I think it's both sides of the fence. Right? Like I think
right. Yeah, because and also weed heads, but I feel like it goes more towards the weed side where it's like, oh, they're lazy, this and this and stuff. But dude,
yeah,
you know,
well, there's functional people that smoke weed all the time, and there's functional alcoholics that drink all the time. Right?
Yeah.
So there's a trade-off. But what if they came out in Illinois like, hey, we have some good news. So marijuana is legal. But because of that, we had to take some away. So basically, alcohol is no longer legal again.
Right. Yeah.
So
well, then that would create another black market with alcohol. They seen how that went down.
Crazy though. Like if before, like people are getting busted for weed, you get busted for having a handle of Bacardi.
Dude, that was how it was at one time. Dude, what's crazy is how they've seen how the black market, what happened when you took booze away and what it created. So they know what people do when people want something and they can't get it easily. They know. So I'm talking about with other drugs. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not saying there should be legal fentanyl, like where you can just buy it in fucking a dispensary or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But I'm just saying, dude, they know people want heroin. They know people want weed. They know people want coke.
Right.
They know they want it. I mean,
if you made it, like how far do you go with this? Because even if you made, let's say, cocaine legal, where would that fall? Like in terms of,
I'm just saying, locking people up, dude, for cocaine and locking people, dude, they're locking addicts up. They're locking addicts up, and it costs a lot of money to fucking
too much money.
And I hate sounding like that, dude, but it really is, dude. You're locking up drug addicts, and it costs a lot of money to fucking lock these people up, man. And it just doesn't seem, you know, it doesn't make sense because it's not going away. You know, and maybe they think that it's going away, but it ain't going away, dude. I mean, people are always going to do coke. People are always going to do heroin.
What about people who've been busted in the past for having weed? You got like fined for having it. You and Russ.
I was on probation, dude. I got put on probation for a month. Just probably 4 years ago because fucking weed in Michigan. That was fucked up, man.
That should get thrown off your record.
It's off my record. It's not on my record.
It is.
Yeah, it's not on my record. Yeah, because the thing that they gave me or some bullshit. But dude, they think that you're but and I get it. Some people go, oh, you can't make coke legal. You can't make heroin legal. It's like, well, dude. I mean, are we really going to be progressive? Or are we going to be fucking? I mean, it ain't working.
I mean, like, just because it's legal doesn't mean I'm going to try it for the first time.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, if this is like a real free country and shit like that, and you want to have a free world, it's like, shouldn't people have the options to? I get it. I totally get it. I know how crazy it sounds, but it's there. Whether people want to, it's like when, you know, people are, you know, down on gay shit or down on trans shit. It's like, I don't care how nasty you're going to get towards it or whatever like that, or how you think, you know, about it and stuff. It's not always been there, and it always will be there. It's everything. It's like everything. I mean, those are just examples, but it's there.
I'll tell you when Prohibition happened. When they got rid of the alcohol, because, well, like now people try to make their bars look like it's the Prohibition.
Yeah,
that's where speakeasies came from.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
They have those secret doors you go in, and it's all dark lit. And you have the secret fucking menu, and people like love that. I love it. That's my favorite places. You know, so sure. They live for those times, and there's something cool about like.
Well, what's crazy about they were really like that, though. You know, like now people go to a speakeasy because they're like, oh, let's pull this open, and there's where it opens, you know?
In the password, yeah.
But then it was really like a deal, dude.
Like run out the back door or hide your shit.
It was just pretty...
Flip your sign.
Dude, they're putting fucking alcohol in like cough medicine fucking bottles, you know? Or they're putting it in fucking rubbing alcohol bottle, like whatever, like disguising it. That's fucking cool. There was some movie or
some TV show I saw where they were like passing it through like a bowling alley, like through the back system, like through the bowling balls. Like
Oh,
they were
really?
like filling up the bowling balls and sending them through that machine back up to the front. Yeah, they're doing all like crazy weird shit with that, but that's pretty fucking cool though. And like all those gangsters are making so much money out of it. They're
Well,
like,
dude,
thank you for this.
But
Right?
you know what's crazy is, dude, if America would say like, okay, cocaine's legal, does America turn into a narco state? I mean, you know, these are, you know, if we flip the switch and go, hey, we're making drugs illegal, I mean, it kind of makes us look like we're fucking hypocrites, and now we're a narco state. And we've been fucking attacking Colombia and like fucking Mexico and fucking all other countries and shit that have poppy seed plants or whatever, the poppy plants or whatever. And then we turn into the people that are doing it.
So they don't have any restrictions on drugs at all? That anybody can just have drugs
Where? What do you mean?
in those countries?
I think.
That's what I was saying. I thought that's
But my whole thing is, dude, they're clearly getting fucking rich. I mean, when Pablo Escobar is one of the richest, I mean, when fucking El Chapo is one of the richest men in the world. I mean,
right.
They're clearly getting filthy rich off of drugs. I mean,
Well, that's when all of these, basically, like during the Prohibition or when the drugs, like that's when these big fucking juggernaut lords like arise, or gangsters, and
I know.
these big mafia people who have all this money and then just start controlling shit.
Big time.
How many, and then that becomes a thing where like Pablo is like making his own prison, building his own prison, say, for him. That's when gangsters are even on the deuce, where people are going around paying, like you have to pay a certain amount to different people to, you know, just to have your business there and all that shit. It's all back into them.
Yeah, and also clearly they're making a shitload of money that is not being taxed. That is not being taxed. And when that money's not being taxed, it's not going towards programs for the government. You know, like it's not going towards any of the shit. Roads, fucking, you know, infrastructure, fucking social, you know, bullshit programs and stuff like that. I mean, dude, I mean, and again, I see the thin line. Like and I can see how bad it can go, you know, but I mean, put some restrictions on it, tax the fuck out of it, and fucking try it out.
But what about these mobsters or people that are making money, basically cash, under the table, and when they're caught or whatever, are they being charged for tax evasion too, because they haven't been paying taxes and all this shit?
I'm sure.
Or is it? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure they're getting hit with something, dude. I'm sure. Well, dude.
Or maybe it's just too many charges already. They're just like, fuck it.
I don't know, dude. I think it's crazy that, you know, and the older I got, maybe I wouldn't have had this like 20 years ago, I thought, but I just think it's crazy how we're throwing people in jail for like drugs. And I get it. There's some people that ruin drugs. I mean, this guy, Frank Lucas, just died recently. The guy that was, that Denzel played in that fucking movie,
American Gangster.
Yeah, American Gangster. He just died at like age 88, and you know, that guy was like a heroin king, and I mean, he ruined communities. So I totally get it. Yeah, but I don't. Right. I mean, at least if you distributed the heroin and somehow regulated, at least you know you would get clean heroin. You know, because what are they getting on the streets, dude? Sometimes they get hot shots, or they get powerful shit, or it's cut with other stuff.
Well, they're giving heroin addicts clean needles when they wouldn't even give diabetics clean needles.
Is that true?
Yeah, because that was happening to me. I couldn't get clean needles.
Whoa!
I didn't have a prescription, or they wouldn't give me needles for my diabetes. And then
you gotta start doing heroin, dude.
But they're giving it for heroin.
That's crazy.
What the fuck are you doing?
No shit. That's true, huh?
Yeah. So that's fucked up in its own sense. You know, because they know they're sharing needles, and then they're passing around diseases and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Dude,
what's that? Have you seen this year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, or seen anything or heard anything about it?
Listen, I have not. I'll Google it right now, but I'll tell you what. I already know what I can tell you what's on it. You already
know where it's going, right?
Fat girls.
Yep.
Right?
And everything.
Dude, everything. I have never seen so many fat girl models in my life. Like not even cute. Like where it's like, you know what, dude? And also fat girl models, they're just getting by with a cute face and a fat fucking body. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's so gross. Where it's like, look, you got a fucking cute face like some chick that fucking works at the frame shop at Michael's. Get the fuck off a swimsuit suit fucking issue with
that's
Sports
why-
Illustrated.
That's the whole concept of of the whole thing every year. It's these people trying to get in shape to look good in a swimsuit.
Awful.
Like, and now you're just having these fucking flops on there.
I know. Dude,
Like,
my wife was telling me, like, because
ridiculous.
Target now has a bunch of fat girl models, and my
I've
wife
seen that too.
my wife was like, because they're like fat girl models with clothes and stuff, and my wife goes, I don't even know if these clothes would look at me, or I don't even know if these clothes are cute because I can't even like understand, because they're on fat girls. She can't even picture it on her where she's
they're
like,
on
I don't
some
even
hog.
know, because they got fat girl bodies. And I mean, I know it sounds so stupid and ignorant, but get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. Look, I get it.
Fine if you're that way, but do not promote it. This isn't like a good.
I don't
like,
understand how you can't fucking like if they already know on your phone how they have cookies and shit like that. If they know that you're a certain weight or you're a certain size, I'm sure they can get that out of that. Send it to those motherfuckers. Don't send it
Right.
to me. Don't send it to me and my fucking wife. You know what sizes we have and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. Like
It just doesn't make sense to like.
it makes
now,
sense to
like,
me. They're pushing this bullshit fat girls on us.
Well, you know what? Like, isn't there a reason they're called models? Because that's
No,
what they
those
are.
ain't
Like,
models. Those are the fat
no,
girl models.
I'm saying originally what a model was
I know.
supposed to be.
I know.
It's what maybe people would strive to
Uh-huh.
be, or that they're working really hard to look like that.
Yeah.
And I think Sports Illustrated, correct me if I'm wrong, but their swimsuit issue was geared to guys probably wanting to get a hard dick.
I
right?
know.
So what are we doing now? Now we're just trying to. Make
They're just trying to
fucking-
please the fucking, just the fucking
They're-
social justice, fat
they-
girl warriors. That's
they're
all
not
they're trying to
pleasing
do.
men.
Yeah.
They're not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's it. They they're loyal fans of all the years that have kept that fucking thing around. Now they're just like, no, we don't need you guys anymore. It's
You know what I wondered? Like, you know how they had Playboy and Playgirl?
loved it.
I wonder if there's any like actual girls who get like had a subscription to like Playgirl and like.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if a large percentage of it was always gay guys.
It's got to be, right?
It's got to be, because that was early porn for them. I mean, I know there's gay guy porn, but I mean, there wasn't a ton, I would assume, that was
Because
available.
not many girls are that horny that they'll go to a newsstand like, hey,
But-
I gotta get a dog.
but
girl.
But women are nosy and gossipy and fucking they're just as interested to see some dick though too. I'm not saying they're gonna go down there and play with themselves, but
Right.
when Burt Reynolds was getting his dick out on Playgirl, I mean, they want to see his dick. They want to
didn't
go,
know
what's this
he-
guy's dick look like?
Was he on Playgirl?
Yeah, dude.
He showed his dick.
Burt Reynolds was on the cover of fucking Playgirl.
Dude, he just died. Why do you got to bring that up?
I fucking love Burt Reynolds, dude. Smokey and the Bandit was the fucking shit.
Wasn't that
Deliverance.
the best?
It was the
Dom
best, dude.
DeLuise?
Dude. Oh, you're
Smoking the
talking. No,
Bandit
you're
was the
talking.
best.
No. Smoking the Bandit didn't have Dom
Cannonball
DeLuise.
Run.
Yeah,
Cannonball Run.
Cannonball Run.
That was good too.
Yeah. But, dude, yeah, Smoking the Bandit, get the fuck out of here, man. That was a great
Yeah.
fucking. That's a classic, dude. If you don't like fucking Smoking the Bandit, you're
That
not
was the-
American.
That was the original Fast and the Furious.
That was the original Fast and Furious, right? Like
Right.
like white guy, redneck,
Like
hillbilly
hillbilly
style.
white trash.
That was perfect. That was right up my fucking alley when I was a kid, dude. But you know what? There's
fucking on the run. from
yeah, but there's a
cops.
lot of people that love fucking Smoking the Bandit, dude. That fucking car, I fucking love that. I still love those
I
Trans
don't
Ams till
remember
this
what
day.
that car looked like.
Dude, it was fucking. It
Trans
was
Am?
like brown with the fucking like goldish brown fucking trim on it. Had the
Dude,
fucking
like-
Firebird on the
Oh
fucking
yeah,
hood.
yeah.
That was badass, dude. That was a
That's
fucking
fucking
cool
nice.
car, dude. I love those cars, man. I had a neighbor down the street that had a silver one that was fucking sweet. Or he had a white one. No, he had a white one. And black dude.
Damn.
Pussy getter. Some out green
Really?
looking motherfucker. Yeah, dude. It was a badass car, dude.
Probably did a lot of coke and heroin too, right?
Just probably ate pussy on the hood. Just put pussy on the hood and
Right.
just spread those
Put it
legs
on
like
there.
fucking TV antennas. You know what I'm saying? And get in there. Just getting in there.
I think who played the was that Jackie Gleason that played the
Yeah,
the
dude,
Smokey or whatever?
Daddy, yeah, my hat fell
Dude,
off.
that guy looked like that dude looked like he always had like one fake eye.
Dude, Jackie Gleason, fucking the man, dude. Especially in that,
Just
dude. He was great.
Just a loudmouth fat fuck.
Yeah, and he didn't take any
Right.
shit, and he's just like the fucking guy, and everybody talking to him is like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like that was the best, dude.
Yeah, he would not make it in today's world.
No,
You know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Dude,
no,
did-
you were
did-
just been
did-
like fucking.
Dude, did you see Tracy Morgan bought a Bugatti, and then like 15 minutes later it gets sideswiped? Did you see that shit?
No, really?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if it was fake or not. I would hope it wouldn't be fake. These corny motherfuckers, you never
shit.
know, though. Yeah, buys a
Fucking
Bugatti,
idiot.
and then within 15 minutes, it's sideswiped. It's TMZ got him.
God.
TMZ's out there, man.
Oh, is there a video of it?
Yeah, there's a fucking video of it, dude. Dude, did you ever
Jesus
see that
Christ.
fucking asshole that caught himself on fire on the fucking White House lawn?
No, I heard about it, but I didn't see
Dude, that guy's fucking insane, dude. He died, but I don't know what he fucking caught himself on fire with, but
So he
that
let
motherfucker
himself
went.
on, or was it
Oh,
an
dude.
accident?
Oh, he looked like a fucking Marvel character himself, dude. Oh my god,
Mhm.
poor guy. He must have been
he-
going through something.
What, you don't think he was making a statement or anything?
No, his fucking wife probably asked him to fucking mow the grass and fucking put the pool liner in. You know.
So then he took a plane ride all the way down to the White House.
I don't know
So
if he was a
I'm gonna
local or
take it
what,
out.
dude, but he fucking and there's people out there just
Yeah.
chilling, and that somebody sees him catch himself on fire.
It's outside the gate, right?
I guess I don't know, man. It's just
Dude,
in
if he got
a pretty large
inside,
yard. No, I don't think I
They
don't
make
know
it
if it was
seem like-
on the lawn or it was in front of it or something like that. There's a park in front of there. I've never been to DC, dude, so I don't know.
They make it seem like the White House is just almost like it's just this museum.
I heard the White House is
museum,
small
like,
as fuck, dude. When you see it, like you
tourist
look at it and you
kind of
go,
place.
yeah. I
Like,
heard
is it really?
I heard it's small, dude. You know what? I want to go to DC. I might go this summer, dude. I might.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I might go this summer. We'll see if my wife's down for it.
I heard it's pretty fucking hot there.
Yeah,
It's really hot.
but museums
But I
and
heard
stuff
it's
like
got-
that. I heard the museums
I heard
mostly
it's
are
got some
free.
Cool shit. I
Yeah.
heard the food it's becoming more like a foodie place. It's become good.
Oh,
Good
really?
places to eat and shit.
You think that's a good idea to do a new Chucky's Child's Play? You think that's fucking gonna be
No.
good, or that's because he looks different now? They got his face different now.
The original wasn't even good.
I know it was like real
Stupid.
bullshitty, but it was a hit
idea.
though. It was a hit.
You know who's doing the voice? Yeah, it was
No.
first one, not the 20
Who's
actor.
Seth Rogen? Who's doing the
No,
voice?
No, Mark Hamill, guy from Star Wars.
What?
Yeah.
How they
Jedi
having that
guy.
old ass dude doing a fucking Chucky voice?
Dude, that guy, you know how much voiceover work that guy has done?
No,
And mostly for cartoons.
really?
Yeah, he did I think voice for animated Batman.
He's
or
counting all the fucking money. You're talking about Luke Skywalker,
fucking
right?
animated Spider-Man. Huh?
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I'm talking about Luke Skywalker, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
You know how much pussy that guy
That-
probably got in the '80s?
That dude,
Oh my
that dude wasn't doing anything for years, decades.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's on season 3 of some show called Nightfall.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the History Channel. He's, in those couple of the Star Wars movies again. But he was doing that. He was doing that embarrassing work probably for him because it's the biggest movie ever, doing voiceover cartoon work. You know what I mean? That's pretty low on the totem pole, I would think, because he wasn't getting any gigs.
Well, it's weird with
Yeah, isn't that
entertainment, dude. Sometimes you can go in droughts like that, and then they come out of nowhere and you go, oh, dude, Molly Ringwald, where the fuck
Nothing.
she go for fucking 25 years? And then she pops her head back up looking goofier and fuck.
Is she? She just came out with a book. She's promoting the book.
Dude, you
I
ever
don't know.
think Molly Ringwald was
trying to-
hot? Because when I was a kid and I used to watch those
Never.
movies, I never thought I'm gonna fucking
Never.
rub
She
one
looked
out
like-
to this fucking bitch. Never. I never looked at Molly Ringwald and go, I want to fuck her. Never. And I used to look at all kinds of chicks. When you're young, you're looking at everybody like, I'd fuck her. I'd throw a fuck into her. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody would be into that.
Who the fuck was? I don't know how Molly Ringwald. That even whose uncle is who's her uncle? He's got to be some fucking
Yeah.
King Hollywood or something. How'd that fucking happen?
Someone in the business.
Gotta be.
That was not.
Gotta be.
She was never. That was just a weird time, I guess. Like, or
Dude.
she had something in with John Hughes. Some shit.
Dude, well, yeah. I mean, not knocking her hustle. I'm just saying she ain't cute. I mean, she ain't cute.
Right.
But I mean, dude, I mean, those movies, she sold it. I mean, I get it, but she's not like hot. She ain't like, she wasn't like Elizabeth Shue. Like Elizabeth Shue in America, what was that? The babysitting movie?
Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, she was hot in that when she was a fucking prostitute. Yeah. There's something not hot about prostitutes, though. Because once you have the idea of like, oh, there's a bunch of dudes sticking their dicks in that hole and like, ugh, it's got to have fucking bumps in there.
Well, I mean, that's why you have to do the more classy version of like the escorts. Yeah,
there's something fun. There's how an escort sounds like better where it's like, I'd date her. But then you say prostitute and you go, fuck you, dude. You got to stay away from her, man. But it's not saying that escorts not fucking us that much either. Escorts, even if they're going out once a week, dude, they're still fucking 50 plus dudes a year.
Prostitutes are like if you're drunk or high and you haven't rubbed one off in like a month, then you'll find yourself hanging out in one of those corners. You know what I mean? Like it's like such desperation. I feel like, or it's just like really disgusting, like fat dudes.
Dude, it would be nice. It would be nice if prostitution was legal. Like you can just order some pussy like an Uber. You know what I'm saying? Like you just order pussy like an Uber. You pay on your app. There's no whatever. She comes over. You rate her. You could rate it. There you go. You could rate it, and then you could like rate her pussy and stuff like that. Like you break too much and stuff like that. Like you could rate her pussy. It was wet. It was a little dry. Her blowjob was so. Dude, I always thought that would be a good. I always thought that would be a good idea. Like you could, like people can rate your sex even with like your partners, where like because then if you break up with them, then somebody could look up your profile and go, yeah, she's pretty good in the bed. She's little this, she's little that, little freaky, not too much. Like you could see like more.
Because, or then they would say it about you. Maybe you got a bad.
Well, same thing. They could do. I mean, but that's just the way the game is. But because there's some women out there that look like they're freaky as fuck because they're cute. Like, dude, how many women that are fucking hot, and then when you get them in the bedroom, it's just like fucking boring city, where it's just like
it usually seems to be the hotter, the less work.
That's it. Probably the hotter ones because they don't have to really put the work in, right?
Right. They're just there for. And they don't have to, not used to having to do too much. Yeah,
you got to get like a cute 7. You know what I'm saying? Like a cute 6.5, 7 that they like still got to put in.
7, someone that works like in a strip mall somewhere.
Yeah, single mother.
Somewhere
they got to put more work in.
Single mother, still got but a little bit younger, so still got the body, hasn't like fallen apart after the birth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. Like. We both have like single mom jokes.
And yeah, I know.
Yours is you're talking about like you buy a bag of groceries, just hold it up in front of them.
No, you know what? You know why I say that? My stepdad told me that. My stepdad told me that years ago. That's not even like my original idea. It's just I remember him telling me that. He told me that. He goes
a joke or just like.
It's kind of like a wink. It's kind of like a wink. Yeah. It's kind of like a wink, but it's the truth. He's basically saying single mothers are easy. You just show up to the door with a bag of groceries. Hey, that's some fucking knowledge, dude. Because I mean, it's
true.
Pretty true. If they're kind of into you and you show up with a bag of groceries, you know what I'm saying? A little milk, a little bread.
It's not even that. Even if you just show interest.
Bag of pirate booty, which I don't like, but I mean, you could do a bag of pirate booty or something like that, and like a $11 bottle of wine. It's like, oh my god, where have you been all my life?
Yeah, I was even saying I did as a joke before about like even around like 5:00, 5:30, just hanging out in front of the daycare center when they're going to pick up their kid, just like fucking whistling at them because it's pretty easy. Like if you ever like are trying to think you want to get like a hot chick, you're not that good looking. Your only way of getting that is to get someone who already has a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you've got money.
Yeah.
Or like have
but the problem is then you get a chick that has a kid where you go, oh God, now I got a chick that has a kid.
And I
right?
did that.
And then the kid's always around where you go, God damn it, this kid is always here.
Yeah.
Dude, I knew a dude that was not my friend. I was dating a chick, and her sister was dating a guy that he would give the kids NyQuil to knock them out so he could try to fuck the moms. I swear
Really?
to God, yeah. I heard that when I was like 19 or
Damn.
18. I go, God damn, this guy's a
Dude,
monster.
When I was dating a girl, she had a kid and it was about a year and a half old.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like I never did really help at all with the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember I would like wake up around like 1 or 2 in the afternoon and just be like, hey, what's going on? And she would just be like feeding the kid or about to put him down for the nap. I basically made my whole day around like not being around until like the kid's gonna not be there or is asleep. And then I would like wake up, I would get coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would sit and write, and I would wait till the kid's being put to bed around 7 or 8, and then I'd come back home.
Oh my God. How many times you do that?
I don't know, every day for 15 months.
Whoa.
Yeah,
because that's kind of like
Then after 9 o'clock, as soon as it turned 9 o'clock, made sure that kid was in bed. We get out the Bacardi and Coke and watch 24.
oh yeah, 24. Remember when 24 was the shit?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
addicted to that. We're watching all like binging the season.
I remember
Shit.
when Jack Bauer was the shit, dude. He couldn't
Yeah,
trust
then-
nobody. Jack Bauer couldn't trust nobody. There was so many snakes in the fucking grass, dude.
And then if you actually broke it down and said that it was just one day, that's like the worst,
oh,
most crazy bullshit that could happen to anyone.
get the fuck out of here. And he's
In
figuring
one
it
day.
out and doing it all in one day and shit. And he ain't even doing no coke or any meth or anything to keep him going.
He's not even stopping to eat or drink.
I know. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I remember,
Right?
right before like every commercial, which show that ticker going off on the clock.
That was fucking sweet, dude. That show changed the game, dude. That was one of the shows that like stepped people's game up, where they're like, oh, and also that was one of the first shows where a movie star came over to TV. You know, because Kiefer Sutherland was like a movie star mainly, and he came to TV and it was
been a
success.
movie star since like the Lost Boys, though.
No, that's not true. He
Flatliners.
did Flatliners. He did that. He did a lot of shit, dude.
No, I
he
don't-
did
I
Young
don't think that
Guns.
much.
He did Young Guns.
He was in that.
Yeah, dude, he was the fucking poet guy that was trying to fuck the fucking Asian chick.
Dude, whatever happened to Emilio Estevez?
He's a director now. He just was on Adam Carolla's show like a couple weeks ago, and he's a director.
Really?
He's like an independent filmmaker, and he's a director, and he does a bunch of other businesses. He didn't stop grinding. That dude's the shit still.
That sounds like he's out of work. That's what that-
No, dude, he's got money for days, dude. He's still
Well,
a success, dude. He's still, dude.
His family does.
No, Milo Estevez. If I pulled up his IMDb, dude, I guarantee you, he's still crushing it, dude. I mean, he kind of did not stop. It looks like he stopped, but he didn't really stop.
Who do you think is going to have a better place in history, him or his brother Charlie Sheen?
Well, Charlie Sheen's more infamous, but I'm an Milo Estevez fan. Like I've always
Charlie
been.
Sheen was in a lot of movies. though. He
Dude,
was
Charlie
in Wall
Sheen was the
Street.
shit, dude.
He was in
Young
Ferris
Guns?
Bueller.
Ferris Bueller, he was killing it,
Yeah.
dude. Platoon.
Yeah, he was in a lot. He was in Navy SEALs. Yeah, he was in a lot of shit
Dude, he's a crusher.
for a while, and then he's the one who switched over to TV too, right?
Yeah. Well, he did 2.5 Men and shit like
You
that.
know what's
And
weird though? The guy always sounds like he's like he has Down syndrome, like he's slow. He talks very slow, and that's like kind of like he's on drugs or out of it all the time. You notice that?
so it looks like Emilio Estevez acted and directed this movie called The Public in 2018. So he acted in it, and yeah,
No one's heard of.
he has been around, and he wrote The Public. He was a writer on The Public, and he was a producer on The Public. So yeah, he has been away for a while.
And who made the movie?
I don't know who made it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who made it. But dude, are you kidding me? He's a great American fucking film family. I mean, his dad's fucking Charlie Sheen. His dad's fucking Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen.
I mean, dude, he stepped away. I don't think Emilio Estevez. Dude, did you ever see fucking oh God, what was the Garbage Man movie that him and his brother were in?
Men at Work.
Men at Work was fucking classic, dude.
That was a good one.
That was a great movie. Dude, Maximum Overdrive, you ever seen that? He was in Maximum Overdrive.
That was good.
They're saying that would be a good movie to remake right now with everything being fucking AI and stuff like that. That Maximum Overdrive, if they modernized it, it would be a great movie to redo right now because it would really fucking fit.
I think that was Spielberg that did that too. Yeah,
I think so, right?
Movie. Yeah, they could do a lot of different shit with that.
Well, wasn't that Maximum Overdrive was a Stephen King movie, I think, right?
Oh, was it Stephen King? I thought it was Spielberg, but maybe.
No, I think it was Stephen King, man.
You might be right.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like where the future is going too, where the cars can drive themselves. That's what's going on there, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly the same kind of what they're trying to do now.
Dude, he did Maximum Overdrive in 1986, dude. This dude's been a fucking round, man.
This dude's old.
No, director Stephen King. Writer Stephen King.
He directed it too?
Yeah. Maximum Overdrive. That was a classic, dude.
How much money does Stephen King have?
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ.
He's a killer.
Can you stop writing books? He writes like 3 books a year.
Dude, Emilio Estevez, St. Elmo's Fire, classic. Breakfast Club, classic. Repo Man, classic. The Outsiders, classic. This guy's the fucking shit, dude. I mean,
those were all mid '80s, though.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Talking about like what he was doing now.
He did Stakeout. That was a fucking funny movie, dude. Young Guns.
Another Stakeout. With
Young Guns 2, Men at Work. Mighty Ducks, which I never seen because I'm a fucking adult. He was in Mission Impossible, I guess. One of the Mission Impossibles. I think the first one.
Really?
Yeah, you know what? He was one of the guys. He was one of the guys that got killed really quick in the beginning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he was in a Bon Jovi video in 2000. Say It Isn't So.
Where he's about to be killed for like the Mission Impossible movies. Man, I loved you in Young Guns.
Dude.
Anyways, I'm gonna blow your head off, and then it's good news.
Dude, but he was the fucking man. I mean, he was Billy the Kid in Young Guns. I mean, he was the star. And dude, Emilio Estevez, he's got star power, dude. I mean, when he was Billy the Kid in fucking Young Guns, he was the star, dude. Like, he made that movie. He made it. And, dude, when he was the fucking jock in Breakfast Club, he was fucking cool. He was the fucking jock. He looked like a jock. He played it great.
You know who makes him best?
Yeah, Val Kilmer was the fucking best.
Wasn't he the best?
Dude,
man?
Val Kilmer ain't fucking playing around. Val Kilmer was like the motherfucker, dude.
He did even a lot of movies that people never heard of that when you go back and you watch them are fucking awesome. He was fucking legit.
Well, first of
I
all,
love that movie Tombstone.
Yeah, he killed it in Tombstone, dude. But I mean, first of all, he was fucking Iceman in fucking Top Gun. Tell me that ain't fucking the shit, dude. Val Kilmer has done a fucking shitload of movies, dude. I'm fucking.
How about Real Genius? That's a fucking great '80s movie. Right?
Real Genius. Yep.
He even did one of the first like Goofy airplane.
And dude, it ain't on his IMDb. I don't see it on his Top Secret. Yeah, that was a great movie. That was a good movie, dude. Right? 1984. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he did Real Genius, Top Gun. He did Willow. He did
Willow, yeah.
The Doors, Thunderheart, True Romance.
Good. He played the Doors.
Tombstone,
really
Batman Forever. He did Heat. He was a dude. In Heat, he was the shit, dude.
Heat was fucking great.
Dude, it was Ghost in the Darkness.
Dude, check out. He was in this movie called The Salton Sea.
Yeah, I see it in 2002.
2002,
mm-hmm.
Dude. My friend told me about it because I never even heard of it. Go back or just try to watch that movie if you can. It's fucking awesome.
Dude, he's a fucking killer, dude.
His wife is basically killed by these drug dealers, and then he goes and tries to become one of them and like take them down from the inside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. And this guy in it did so much coke that they had to take his nose. His nose basically fell off.
Dude, what's crazy is these guys are dying off, man. these
I know.
guys are all like when we were kids. I mean, this guy was probably 20, 25 years old in 1984 when he did that, and now they're fucking older now, man. I mean, now they're all dying off. I think Val Kilmer had cancer or something like that, right?
Yeah, Val Kilmer has like his throat cancer. He's like looks like a shell of a man. It's really bad.
That's true.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
I looked him up and saw some interviews and stuff, and he doesn't even sound like himself anymore.
What?
Fucking, he sounds like.
Oh yeah, I see a picture of him. God damn it,
Right?
dude.
Sucks. That guy must be getting so much action back in the day.
Dude, and you want to talk about a hot piece of ass. This dude, I'm looking at him when he was in
Cool
Top
dude.
Gun. Dude, and great actor. Great actor. Like
Yeah.
he was like a real handsome dude and fucking great actor. Sometimes that shit doesn't come
Yeah.
that way. God damn it.
I know.
Yeah. That
It's sad.
sucks.
I saw like an interview with his daughter and son, and it was like pretty sad.
Well, that's why you got to get it in when you can get it in, dude. Because once life says, "Hey, it's almost
It's
over for
life
you,
for
bud.
you.
It's done." You know, there ain't no fucking. You know, it ain't like a new car.
Yeah.
It ain't like you ain't like you can just go get a new car. You know,
Well,
new
people,
body and shit.
They're dying off. Or getting really old. De Niro and Pacino. Look how old they are now.
I know. I
Right?
know. Yeah, they
And they were
well,
in heat all together.
and again, dude, they're old now, and they all did their best work. You know, when they were young. That's how it is, man. I mean, you know, these actors, they get their best work in at a certain ages. You know what I was thinking about? How Tom Cruise has never won like an Academy Award or anything like that. And I just wonder once he's like in the next 10, 15, if that's when he'll get his Academy Awards.
He just refuses. You can tell he doesn't want to like start looking old.
But he looks
just
good,
trying-
dude. He looks good.
Yeah, he's working. He's working hard at it. But
You got, I mean, you can see it slowly starting to go, but dude, he still looks fucked.
and shit. He, I think he got nominated for one
Yeah.
Oscar for Magnolia. Maybe?
Yeah.
Is that right? So
You know what? I think he almost got it for Jerry Maguire. Or maybe he didn't get.
That could be true.
Maybe Jerry Maguire he didn't get that, but he should have got it for Jerry. Jerry Maguire was actually a really good movie. Like people, dude, they're doing a Mission Impossible 8, Mission Impossible 7. Dude, he's doing Mission Impossible 7 in 2021,
Yeah.
and then Mission
another
Impossible
one?
8 2022. Top Gun 2020.
That Top Gun, I can't believe that. I can't wait for that. Right? Because it's going to be a new.
Dude, are
A
they
new
doing
Top Gun,
another
right?
Live, Die, Repeat? Or Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat?
A sequel?
Because isn't that Edge of Tomorrow? Isn't that what that is?
No.
No, it is, because it says
Is
Live,
it?
Die, Repeat on the box cover. But it's Edge of Tomorrow is the name of it. I think they were trying to, they did something fishy with the fucking name or something like that. But they're going to do another one of those. It's rumored. It just says rumored.
No kidding.
So,
That was a
yeah.
good movie.
Yeah. But
Yeah, Tom Cruise does mostly action movies.
what do you think Tom Cruise's favorite or best movie is? Because I'm looking at his IMDb right now, and I'm trying to think. Is it Collateral? Is it
I only seen that one.
Is it
so I
Jerry
remember.
Maguire? Is it The Firm? Is it A Few Good
No.
Men? Is it Days of Thunder? Born on 4th of July? Rain Man? Dude, my favorite Tom Cruise movie, I already see it. It's Cocktail.
Rain Man was good.
I fucking love Cocktail, dude.
Cocktail was good too.
Risky Business?
Yeah.
Outsiders? Taps? I mean,
What else? has
All
he
the Right
done?
Moves? Color of Money? I mean, the dude's fucking has
Color of
a...
Money was really good.
Dude, Interview with the Vampire, all the Mission Impossibles, Eyes Wide
think
Shut,
that was-
Magnolia, Vanilla Sky, which sucked, Minority Report, which was pretty good, Last Samurai, which is corny as fuck.
I like Last Samurai.
Yeah, but like a white dude to be like the Last Samurai, like I got you, motherfuckers. Jack Reacher, Edge of Tomorrow, dude. Edge of Tomorrow was really good,
Edge of
man.
Tomorrow was good.
That was a really good fucking movie, man.
That was good.
But
What's his other movies?
Fucking everything. The Mummy was a flop. American Made. I mean,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, it either has to be
American
Jerry
Made was pretty
Maguire.
good.
It's probably Jerry Maguire, or
Not for me.
really
I didn't like that movie that much.
A Few Good Men. It's probably Few Good Men. It's probably
Oh,
Top
yeah.
Gun. I guess
I love-
Top Gun is probably everybody.
A Few
I'm
Good Men,
fucking
Top Gun, probably.
dude. Top Gun.
A Few Good Men, though. I love that movie. That was when Demi Moore was looking really good too.
Demi Moore used to be a hot piece of ass. I told you, dude. You can
Remember
see
that?
naked pictures of fucking Demi Moore on the internet, dude, when she was young. Got her
Yeah, you were saying that.
her bush and everything. Oh, dude.
What was she doing that for? She was just trying to make some money.
Trying to
save rent?
fucking get it going. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make me happy and shit. 40 years later and stuff.
Yeah, but she didn't have it. She got a
Dude.
breast implants. And
Yo,
stuff. She didn't have
you see
anything
these
before.
naked pictures of her, dude? You ain't worrying about no breast implants. But she's got a hairy bush, dude. It looks like a fucking, she's got a goddamn,
What was it? 1964.
dude, she looks like she's got a fucking St. Bernard puppy in between her legs, dude. She's hairy as fuck down
Yeah.
there. Oh my God, but I'll give it up to her. She's fucking, yeah, Demi
Yeah,
Moore
she-
was a hot fucking chick at one time,
Dude,
dude.
like,
Jesus Christ.
She looked. I think she looked the hottest in Decent Proposal.